Meltdown, meltdown, meltdown.
Breaking news, Amber Heard has taken the stand again today, May 26th, last day before closing arguments. Here, she's wrapping up by doing opposite land. You know that technique by now of accusing someone of exactly what they accused you of. Now, she's suing Johnny Depp, but she would have never done that if he didn't sue her. She takes the figure that he's suing for and doubles it, doubles down, and say everything about him that you are doing. This was a common Nazi propaganda technique, also used a lot by the former president of the U.S.
Amber, how did Mr. Depp's statements and threats to you that you were discussing, how do those continue to manifest themselves today?
In the harassment, in the humiliation, the campaign against me that's echoed every single day on social media.
So here she's using us YouTubers, and what we have been saying, she's using us against Depp for bringing out these facts, and for recording her being abusive. Whatever, this is ridiculous. See, this is the T-Rump flip. See, he's accusing her of a similar thing by writing that article. But she chose to write that. What us people on social media are saying has Depp had nothing to do with it. He's not paying us.
And now, in front of cameras, in this room, every single day I have to relive the trauma.
What trauma? Hearsay.
My hands shake. I wake up screaming. I have to live with the trauma and the damage done to me. My friends have to live with a set of unspoken rules.
Yeah, she's been damaged, but by her own actions.
The eventual diagnoses, externalization of blame.
Maybe she could try suing her psychiatrist for not fixing her problems, but she signed an agreement with Mr. Depp that they would just end this back and forth battle. And then she goes and writes the article that brought us here. Although Depp's name is not in the article, she and her lawyers debated about whether to use his name in the article. They decided against it because of this very reason that she might get sued. But she's being sued because everybody knows the article is about him, which is the reason they debated having his name in it, because it's about him.
My intimate partners have rules about how they can deal with me, how they can touch me.
How many intimate partners does she have?
I have rules for doctors and medical professionals I see, gynecologists I see.
How many gynecologists does she need?
I have to live with a set of unspoken rules about how to not scare me.
Objection, hearsay.
Yes, sir.
Unspoken rules. Overruled.
Take two.
About how to not touch me, not to surprise me. I live my life with these sets of rules that I have to follow, my friends have to follow, for me not to have a panic attack where I relive the trauma. Even if I'm training to do my movie, for instance, if I'm training for Aquaman.
The 3-6 code type is very concerned with their image, very attention-seeking, instability in their emotions.
A combat scene and a trigger happens, I have a meltdown and have to deal with that. The crew I work with have to deal with that because of the damage I walk around with every single day from what I've lived through, from what I've survived. I'm not sitting in this courtroom snickering. I'm not sitting in this courtroom laughing, smiling, and making snide jokes. I'm not. This is horrible. This is painful. And this is humiliating for any human being to go through.
It's vital to point out in this video that when someone's voice gets like hers here, they're getting very emotional, upset, and this is supposed to accompany with your eyes at least watering. So let's zoom in here as this goes on.
And perhaps it's easy to forget that, but I'm a human being. And even though Johnny promised that I deserve this and promised he'd do this, I don't deserve this. I want to move on.
Now, let's watch some of the highly anticipated cross-examination.
Moss to agree to testify that never happened, did you?
Incorrect. By this
Moss
courtroom,
needs
how
to
many
come
people
out
will
of the
do that?
woodwork to testify for Mr. Depp.
Everybody who was around in the 90s and the early aughts knew that rumor. I had heard that rumor from multiple people. Of course, that's what flashed through my head when my violent husband not only swung for me, but all of a sudden swung for my sister.
Hearsay. Thanks for supporting my channel and my mission here, which is, in general, righting all the wrongs in the world. Thumbs up, and I have another video coming real soon. I'm almost finished with it. And there was a preview in this video. Why is she yelling fruit? We're going to talk about her diet again and the crazy diet trend she seems to be buying into. So to catch that video, you're going to want to subscribe and turn your notifications on. And meet me back here tomorrow for the conclusion.